Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, in last lecture we are studying potentiometer topic and we have discussed its first function, potentiometer as a potential divider. While it has three functions, number one is potentiometer as a potential divider, and it is also used to measure unknown EMF of a cell, and in third one it is also used to compare the EMF of two cells. So today we will discuss remaining two functions of potentiometer. As you know, potentiometer is a device that is used to measure and compare the potential difference. To measure unknown EMF of a cell, the arrangement of the circuit is given in figure. In this figure, this E is EMF battery, while there is a resistance R, capital R. It has two terminals A and B. This resistance is connected with two terminals A and B. While there is this EX is that cell whose EMF is to be required. Okay, unknown EMF of this is a cell having unknown EMF. We don't know its EMF. We are going to measure the EMF of this cell. This is represented by EX. E represent EMF while X unknown value. While there is a galvanometer, and galvanometer is connected to the C terminal, that is movable terminal. So in this diagram you can see here there is E, two terminals A and B, EX unknown, having a cell having unknown EMF, while there is a galvanometer attached to the C terminal, that is movable. Always remember, the positive terminal of this battery and the terminal of this potential divider both are connected at terminal A. Okay, while this C sliding contact, or you can say movable terminal, is not fixed. It can move towards A and it can move towards B. So value of small r depends on the distance between this A and C. Listen me again. When this C terminal, when this C point moves from A to B, then the distance between A and C increases and the value of resistance also increase. But when this C terminal moves from B to A, then the distance between A and C decreases and value of R also decreases. So in this way, in the circuit diagram, in this way we can calculate unknown EMF of any cell. So how can we calculate? After making this circuit, we will touch this sliding contact at different points on this resistance. A point who show zero, there is no deflection in galvanometer, who show no deflection or zero deflection in galvanometer is our required point. I am repeating again. By changing the position of this sliding contact on this resistance between A and B, a point comes where galvanometer show no deflection. That is the point where the both potential of this C terminal and the potential of this negative terminal of this unknown EMF cell becomes equal. So at this point, small r is equal to capital R and galvanometer show no deflection. So that's why we can write the formula as we have calculated in last. E is equal to small r or capital R into E. This E is for unknown EMF of cell, while E is for non-EMF. If L is total length from, while this capital L show total length between A and B, while this small l represent the length of the wire between A and C, length of the wire between A and C. Therefore unknown EMF is given by EX is equal to small l over capital L into E. So in this way we can easily calculate unknown EMF of a cell. I am repeating again, listen me attentively, it is very important to measure the unknown EMF of a source by using a circuit as shown in figure. Here R is in the form of straight wire of uniform area of cross section A. Okay, resistance is in the form of straight wire. A cell whose EMF EX to be measured, this one, is connected between A and C through a galvanometer. There is a galvanometer, as I have told you, as we have discussed. It should be noted that positive terminal of EX, this one, and that of the potential divider, this one, both are connected at the same point A. If in the loop in the loop A, G, C, A. This is closed loop. A, this G galvanometer G, C, A. If in the closed loop A, G, C, A, the point C and the negative terminal, this one EX, are at the same potential, then the two terminals of the galvanometer will be at the same potential and no current will flow through the galvanometer. It means galvanometer show no deflection. Therefore, to measure the potential EX, unknown EMF, the position of C is so adjusted that the galvanometer show no deflection. When galvanometer show no deflection, when there is no flow of current through the galvanometer. Okay, under this condition we will use the formula E is equal to, as you have learned in this topic, VAC, the potential difference between AC, A and C point, is equal to small r or capital R into E. This is voltage, potential. Okay, we have replaced now this V with E. As you know, E is also EMF, its volt, its unit is also volt, just like this V. So that's why this formula is changed. EX into this small r is replaced by small l, the length of the wire between A and C, and this capital L represent the length, total length of A from A to B. So by using this formula we can easily calculate, easily measure unknown EMF of a cell. This is very easy method. You can learn it from here with the help of this diagram. As this diagram is not in our notebook, textbook, so that's why we will ignore it. This is helpful just in our practical. Okay, when we will perform practical, then we will discuss this diagram in detail when we have apparatus of potentiometer. So this is the this is the accurate method to find the unknown EMF of a cell by using a potentiometer. And third function is, it is also used to compare the EMF of two cells. Okay, so to compare the EMF of two cells, consider again same formulas as we have discussed in second function. E is equal to L over small l over capital L into E. This E is EMF of the first cell and this E2 is EMF of the second cell, while L1 is the length of the wire between A and C for first cell, while L2 is the length of the wire between terminals A and C for the second wire, while this capital L, this is the distance, this is the length of the points between A and B. Okay, these are A, B. Same formula using again, E1 is equal to, this is simple and easy method, it's equation number 1, while this is for second cell, equation number 2, dividing 1 by 2, E1 over E2, and now write this at right hand side, L1 over L into E divided by L2 over L into E. Simple calculation. So now you have calculated the comparison between the EMF of two cells. E1 over E2 is equal to L1 over L2. By putting the values of L1 and L2, you can compare the EMF of two cells. So the ratio of the EMF is equal to the ratio of the balancing lengths. This is very important long question. As you know, student, this is important long question. If this question come in your paper or exam or in any test, first of all write about a little introduction, and then discuss in second potential difference, and after it in third heading definition of potentiometer, and in fourth heading its principle, and in fifth one discuss about its functions. And you have learned three functions as a potential divider, to measure unknown EMF of a cell, and to compare the EMF of two cells. This is your homework now. Learn the topic attentively and do at least one time written practice. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.